Hey guys, I'm back with some more info. So let's say you guys got in to PT school and now you have the daunting question, now what? Obviously, hopefully you've already accepted your seat, you either made your deposit, some schools have a higher fee than others, so you did all that, you filled out FAFSA, and now you are all ready to go. The three things I have for you today are three things that I wish I knew about because I think it would have helped better set me up for success in PT school. They're not ranked in order, like what's most important. It's just three things that I came up with, okay? Number one, review your anatomy and phys. So when you first begin, usually a lot of programs begin with anatomy and phys cadaver lab, plus cadaver lab. So I think it'd be nice to kind of like know a little bit of where all the muscles are and get familiar with some origin insertions if you have time to look over those. Origin insertion is basically where the muscle attaches to. So it's the bony landmarks from where it starts to where it attaches to the end. Get familiar with that. You're going to have to know probably the innervation, the muscle movement, but that stuff you can leave for later. A good tool that the school recommended us it's an app called Visual Body. And it's just a fun app. You can click on it. It's 3D and you can just kind of click on the man or woman, whatever you set it up to be, and it tells you all the information that you basically need to learn and memorize for PT school. You don't have to go to that extent, but maybe to play with it, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Another thing to think about, and I wish I did, I even talked to my roommates about it and we wish we did this, is consider investing in a skeleton. So it would have been really helpful if we had a skeleton at all times in our apartment, we realized, because we only have the lab for so many hours, and when we get home, sometimes we get together and we talk about things, and if we had the skeleton, it could have been easier to like visualize and to see where and how the bone looks. Now, tip number 2. All right, I wrote down, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so in PT school, you have to get used to long hours of sitting and being in lectures and just absorbing information if you can. I wrote down get used to a schedule. So if you are a newly graduate, then you're probably used to the whole sitting down for long periods of time. However, I took 2 years off. So for me, I was more of the work mode, and it would have been easier and beneficial for me if I learned to like kind of just sit for longer periods and just read a book maybe. Just the action of sitting for a while is difficult, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while. So that's my second tip. Third tip, it is going to be save money. I know it's really hard, especially with everyone wanting to go out and eat, and especially with the summer. I'm sure everyone wants to go on vacation and all of that. But when you start PT school, they're going to highly recommend not to work. Yes, I said in my previous video that it's possible to work in your first year, and I stand by that. However, it would have been nice to have that luxury of just not working. I never did, and I still don't work. And I will admit, I can see some of the students who do work struggle a little bit, especially on Hell Weeks and when there are a lot of exams. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen if you have long hours of work. You have to put in a lot of hours to studying, and it's just the truth of it. So I would say save money, and if you work during the school year, I would suggest part-time, but that's just me. Now, here's a little bonus thing I just wanted to throw in there because it came to my mind. Spend time with your family and friends if you're able to, because when you go to PT school, you might actually, some of you guys might actually go out of state. I don't know your situation, but PT school takes a lot of your time, and getting together with friends is going to be very hard. So that's my little bonus tip. That's all for now. I hope you guys enjoy this short video. I'll come up with some more tips or just information about how PT school is like. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Thank you. Have a good day.